My fiancé is at the engagement party. I heard about my black history too. Reject the marriage on the spot. That night, everything is perfect. I'm wearing that dress that I really liked a lot. A 1-month-long champagne-colored dress. Sitting in a private room at a restaurant on Shenzhen Bay. Beside me is my fiancé, with whom I am about to get married. A man who owns 2 properties in the central area of Shenzhen. That one who used to speak to me. I want to spoil you like a princess. I will find a servant to take care of you in the future. After getting married, I took on the responsibility of earning money to support our family. You are responsible for taking care of those handsome men. I invited some of my colleagues who have good relationships with me to eat out with me. On the one hand, it's enjoyable. On the other hand, to be honest, I also really want to show them something. I, 𝓭𝓸𝓼𝓽𝓭, am 35 years old. I still managed to get a good marriage after all. The atmosphere at the dining table is very pleasant. My fiancé is very organized. Serve drinks and food to everyone. I heard that he works in a technology park. Let's talk about that new Model Y he just introduced. My colleagues also help me out. He keeps calling someone sister-in-law all the time. I said I found a good place to settle down. Halfway through the meal, he went to the bathroom. It's been about 10 minutes already.
He's back.
His expression didn't look right. It's not that kind of red that comes from drinking too much. It's a kind of iron green color. When his gaze swept over me, it's like looking at a stranger. It's even colder than towards strangers. It's like looking at a scammer. I thought he was not feeling well. Told him in a quiet voice what happened. He didn't say anything. Picked up the car keys on the table, turned around and left. When the door to the private room closed with a loud noise, all the colleagues became quiet. I sat there. My mind is completely blank. The phone vibrated slightly. It's a message from him. The wedding is no longer scheduled. Please be careful with your words. I tried to call them like a madman, but the call was disconnected. Recommunication will result in being blacklisted. Send a message with a red exclamation mark. That night, I was one of the women who were about to get engaged. I became a woman who has been rejected by her partner. A future bride, now transformed into... It's a joke where even I don't know what I've done wrong. It wasn't until the next day that those nightmares really started. I don't know how he got those things. It might be a screenshot taken from a mobile phone. It might be that my old photo album was flipped around. It's also possible that someone is working behind the scenes. I gave her more detailed information. Anyway, when I go to work the next day, everyone looks at me differently now. Some people say that I have lived with my foreign boyfriend. Some people say that I have been pregnant before. Some people say that I hid the truth about my past and conned people into marrying me. There are also those whose words are even more offensive. I don't even want to repeat those words at all. While I was pouring water into the tea, hearing 2 female colleagues from next door speak in a low voice, they said, "It's him, right?" It doesn't look like it at all. Previously, she even boasted about how rich her fiancé was. It turned out to be a scam. The ironic thing is that person who is the most enthusiastic at the dinner table. You really have good luck, sister. 𝓭𝓸𝓼𝓽𝓹. It's the most dangerous one among the transmissions. My photo has been posted online. In some local social groups, I don't know if it was my ex-fiancé who did it. It was still that person who hid in the toilet and gave away the information. At that moment, I realized, it doesn't matter who did it. The results are the same anyway. I became the person who represents the entire company, the entire industry. It's even a joke that's funny throughout all of Shenzhen. I didn't dare to go out during that time. Don't dare look at the phone. I don't dare to open any social media apps at all. I even don't dare to order takeout anymore. When he saw the delivery driver, the way he looked at me, it seemed like I knew him already. I hate my ex-fiancé. I hated him, but he just turned around and left. I want to say something to you. You aren't alone. We're all carrying it along. I don't know what the future holds tomorrow. All I know is that I won't give up on her. Because she is my wife. She is the person I love most in my life. No matter how difficult it is, I will wait for her to come back. I hate him for taking away all of my past memories. It turned into a weapon and was thrown back at my face. But later I realized that the person who deserves to be hated isn't him at all. The informer is sitting next to me at the next desk. I found out about this situation on my own. After my ex-fiancé completely disappeared from my life. I used it for over a month. I managed to gather information about that day through various friends. What happened in the bathroom last night? It turns out that colleague of mine, let's call him Little A, while my fiancé was in the bathroom, I also happened to go to the bathroom. The other people at the dining table later recalled, Little A is probably my fiancé, who left 2 or 3 minutes after the event began. Say we need to put on some makeup again. The two people met in the bathroom. And then, in the bathroom, Auntie Zhao A, let me tell you something. Please don't tell me that it's your colleague Zhao Yuan who did it. It's also because I want to speak in a way that benefits you. I'll tell you everything about my past. I have lived with my foreign boyfriend before. I was pregnant with his child. I have already had a baby. I deleted all my friends in the social circle. Pretend that these things never happened at all. I tell others that I've been busy with work these past few years and haven't had any romantic relationships. Actually, I'm trying to hide that experience of living together with someone else. Every word is like a blade of knife. She told these things to one person. The man who is about to get engaged with me should listen carefully. In her mouth. That isn't a betrayal of trust. This is a kind-hearted reminder. She said that I am also a woman. I don't want to see him deceive you. I think you have the right to know the truth. The words right to know are used very well indeed. It seems like he's some kind of messenger of justice. It seems like he isn't really trying to ruin someone's marriage at all. It's about maintaining what constitutes the right path in human society. But I would like to ask, what is your basis for doing this? What right do you have to talk about my past? The information was passed on in the toilet under the guise of being done out of kindness. A man whom you don't even know at all. Do you understand the whole truth? Do you know what that relationship really was like? Do you know why I had the abortion? Why did we break up? Why choose to hide it? You don't know. You don't need to know either. Because for you, it's just some gossip, something worth mentioning during the meal. Stealthily sneaking out to share exciting news, something that can be shared on the social media circle. Topics that are repeatedly discussed in various places. But for me, that is my fate. Is my past really so unacceptable? Let me make it clear. What on earth did I do wrong? After graduating from university, I know of a foreign man. He was one of the overseas clients of my company at that time. Working in foreign trade in Shenzhen. We're together now. We have been living together for half a year. During that time, I really loved him very much. I shared it with many friends on moments. We took many photos, just like all those girls who are in love deeply. I really hope that everyone in the world will know how happy I am. Later, I got pregnant. He showed a side of him that I have never seen before. To avoid taking responsibility. He said that this isn't my problem. Tell yourself how to handle it. And then it disappeared. I went to the hospital alone. A person underwent surgery. A person spent 3 days lying in a rented room. Then I told myself that everything was over now. People always have to keep moving forward. Do you think this is some kind of black history of mine? I think this is just an ordinary experience in my life. Who hasn't fallen in love with someone else before? Who hasn't stumbled along the path of love at some point? It's just that I fell really hard during that fall. It's just a foreigner, that's all. But this happened by coincidence. The original sin that I will never be able to wash away. Later, I got in touch with a few boys. As long as they see my social media posts, those photos taken with my ex-boyfriend, it will gradually become cold and distant over time. No one said anything to me directly, but that faint sense of disapproval, it's even more painful than being scolded by others. That's why I deleted all the photos. I told myself, that isn't called lying at all. This is a new beginning. I told others that I was busy with work during those 2 years. No romantic relationships involved. T said that they talked about university once, because the other party doesn't take responsibility at all. He completely ignored me after I got pregnant, so it was divided accordingly. I admit that I hid some things from you. But does hiding things really mean lying? Have you ever deleted the photos of your ex-boyfriend, 𝓚? Have you been to some places like this before? In some relationships, it's better not to speak up. Those things that don't need to be mentioned at all. If you have done it before, how do you justify judging me like this? The most overwhelming thing is, it wasn't the choice of her ex-fiancé. I understand him. A man at the engagement party suddenly heard that my fiancé had such a past, and it's something that I heard from someone else's mouth. His shock, anger, and sense of betrayal. I can understand everything. Although he turned around and left right away, and they even sent out so many photos that it became a real mess. I will never be able to forgive this in my life. But I understand why he decided to break up with her. What really broke me down was, that's the logic of an informer. I later got in touch with other colleagues through their phones. I saw the title of the question that 𝓚 posted online. It was, I allowed my female colleague to live together with her foreign boyfriend. Her experiences have taught her about her current fiancés, and that led to the breakup. Do you say that I am immoral? He described himself as a kind person who was constantly torn between different choices. He said that he struggled for a long time, saying that I don't know whether I should talk about it or not. In the end, I decided that it's necessary for him to know the truth. She wrote in the problem description, I don't want to see a good man being deceived like this. If he can even hide such a significant matter from us, what else will be hidden after getting married? What else might be hidden? You see, this is the kind of logical reasoning that informers are best at using. I have experience in having relationships with foreign men. It was considered a very important matter by her. A single instance of selective disclosure in the past. He elevated him to this position. From now on, everything that is said cannot be trusted at all.
He doesn't ignore the consequences of doing this.
He is very clear about it. Once my fiancé finds out about this, it seems like we won't be able to get married at all. 2 luxury apartments in the central area of Shenzhen. Annual salary is hundreds of thousands of yuan. Men who meet these criteria. You told him that his girlfriend has been living with a foreign man before. The baby has been born. If he can still marry me. That's what's really strange. He knew about all of this. He said it in the bathroom. Then he went online. In a way that makes me very conflicted. I have received many messages. Those who scolded him include, but there were many more people who supported him. They say what you've done is right. You saved a man. If it were my brother who was deceived, I also hope that someone will tell him what I am. Who can tell me? Who can tell me? My past will be remembered by someone who sits there. The colleague in the next shift treated it as an interesting topic of conversation during lunchtime. Who can tell me? I deleted those photos. A life that is trying to be restarted again. One day it will be excavated out of the toilet. Who can tell me? Every day after I turn 35, everyone has to pay a price for a relationship that lasted just a little over 20 years. No one told me about this, because no one believes that I deserve to be sued. In their narratives, I am not a victim. I am a liar and a cheat. An informer is a person of justice. My ex-fiancé was the victim. I deserve this. It's quite ridiculous, isn't it? After being rejected after marriage, I left that company. It's not because I have better options elsewhere. Because I can't stay here anymore. Every day I walk into the office. It's like stepping into a transparent fishbowl. Everyone is watching. Everyone is talking about it. The new job offers are much worse compared to the previous ones. It's difficult to find a job for women aged 35. During the interview process, HR will ask you why you left your previous job. I wonder why I'm still single at the age of 35. I can't tell the truth. I can only laugh. And what about that informer? I heard that he got promoted. Because he has the responsibility to do so. Daring to expose injustice. Made the right moral decision at the critical moment. It seems like he can sleep well every night. He probably thought he had done a good deed. Saved a man. As for me, I'm 35 years old. I switched to a job with a lower salary. Don't dare to pursue a relationship. I don't dare to let anyone know about my past. Walking on the road, afraid of being recognized by others. I'm afraid to see my own photos on my phone. Do you think what is the most cruel thing? The most cruel thing is that I can't even hate him. With a clear and righteous hatred. Because I also know that. What if I were that fiancé? I also might be bothered by this. If I wasn't the person involved in this situation, I'd probably also say something silently in my heart. This woman is truly dishonest. Even in some late nights, I will ask myself, is it really my fault? Shouldn't I have done this from the beginning? Fall in love with that foreign boyfriend. Is it true that destroying that child is equivalent to committing original sin? Did I really delete those photos? Try to start over again. That is, they are lying. You see, even I myself have started to judge myself. And that informer who was hiding in the bathroom, his story isn't over yet. He will meet another good man next time. The next friend who needs to be saved. The next occasion where he should offer some kind words of advice. He will continue to think of himself as a good person. I have only one sentence I want to say to him. You're not immoral at all. You just don't know how to destroy someone properly. How many bricks are needed for building this life? And that night in the bathroom, you personally built that most crucial piece of the structure. A woman who has lost all her happiness due to destruction. She always makes requests that I find unacceptable. 3 years have seen me go to the hospital 3 times. I am 24 years old this year. I met him at a friend's party. He is well dressed. Own a great car. The way he speaks is also very pleasant to hear. I only found out later. His family owns several chain hotels. He's a rich second-generation heir. To be honest, I thought I was really lucky at that time. I am a girl from an ordinary family. The monthly salary is 5,000 yuan. Renting a small apartment. To be noticed by him. It's like getting a pie dropped from the sky. When we first started dating, he really was kind to me. Take me to eat well. Buy me a gift. I also post my photos on the social circle. My best friends all envy me. I said I found a guy who's completely useless. But soon I realized that something wasn't right. He always brings up things that make me uncomfortable. Unacceptable requests. The first time I refused him, he said that he doesn't love him at all. Not enough coordination. He said that everyone else's girlfriends are willing to be with him. I can't do it. I felt quite uncomfortable when he said those words. Do I really not be good enough? I don't seem to be able to understand his feelings at all. So I agreed. That was the decision I will regret most in my life. The first incident happened to us. That night,
He drank a little alcohol.
I was very excited indeed. I really didn't want to do it in the first place. But he kept trying to cheer me up. Let's give it a try. I will be very careful. I can't argue with him. Just agreed. It turned out to be completely different from what he said. I'm feeling extremely uncomfortable. Let him stop. He said that it will be ready soon. But that period of time never really ended. I don't know how long it lasted. I feel like I'm not feeling well at all. The next morning, I noticed that there was something wrong with my body. The situation is very serious. I was completely terrified at that time, thinking that I have some serious illness. I called him. He said it might have happened by accident. It'll be fine. It will get better in a few days. But by the afternoon, I'm feeling increasingly unwell. I had to take a taxi myself to the hospital. That was the first time I was hospitalized because of such a thing. The doctor is a middle-aged woman. She asked me to undergo a checkup. How did you do this? It's quite a serious injury, isn't it? I blushed and said nothing. He asked again. It was your boyfriend who did it. I nodded. He sighed. While dealing with me, he continued to speak. Little girl, let me tell you the truth. Your injury isn't something trivial. If it gets worse further, it's possible that you may never be able to recover again in the future. If your boyfriend doesn't respect you at all, it's better to break up now than later. I was in a complete mess at that time. It feels really embarrassing. I really hope to find a place where I can hide away from all this trouble. What the doctor said. I put it in my left ear and take it out through the right ear. I didn't really take it seriously at all. After processing is completed, the doctor prescribed some medicine for me. He told me to take proper time for rest and recuperation. At least 2 months without any similar incidents occurring again. When I walked out of the hospital with the prescription in my hand, I only dared to shed tears now. When Zhang got home, he came to find me. As soon as he entered the room, he knelt down in front of me, crying so hard that there's no room for any tears or snot. Little dear, I'm sorry. I drank too much that day. It wasn't intentional. I will never do that again in the future. I really love you too much, so I can't control myself anymore. I saw him, a grown man, kneeling on the ground, crying. My heart became soft in an instant. He transferred 20,000 yuan to me. He said that I should take good care of my health. You can buy whatever you want to eat. They bought me some flowers again. I bought gifts. They kept accompanying me every day. I think he really does know he's wrong. I spent more than a month recovering after that incident. He indeed became more honest for a while. Those excessive requests were not made again. But the good times don't last forever. It's been about 3 or 4 months now. He started again.
It started as a test of ideas.
Later, it turned into a situation where one has to use all sorts of tricks to get what they want. I said that I didn't want to. He just ignored me and didn't pay attention to me at all. Cold violence has been going on for several days. Then he said that there was something wrong with his mind. Unable to control oneself. I need your help to overcome this challenge. I became less confident as what he said became more and more unreliable. I feel like I'm actually being too conservative, don't I? It wasn't good enough. In the end, I had to compromise again. The second time was even more excessive than the first time. He completely ignored my feelings at all. I begged him to stop. He said that it would happen soon. But my body didn't stop at all. After that time, I've gone back to the hospital again. It's still that doctor. It's still that department. He saw me, paused for a moment. Then his expression became very unpleasant. It's you again, your boyfriend. I don't dare look at him. Just nodded his head. During this inspection process, he seems much more serious than last time. After processing is completed, he called me into the office and closed the door behind us. Told me honestly and sincerely, "Little girl, let me say something unpleasant to you. Your boyfriend doesn't really consider you to be a human being at all. Do you even know what the condition of your body is currently? Your body no longer looks the same as before. It's a girl who is in her 20s. What if there's another chance? You might not even be able to lead a normal life. You're only 24 years old. What will you do in the future?" I couldn't say a word when he scolded me. All I could do was cry. On the way back that day, I thought a lot about it. I broke up with Ajun. He cried again. Nicked again, transferred money again.
He said he made a profit of 50,000 this time.
I really will make changes. I already scheduled an appointment with a psychologist. Please give me one last chance. I've softened my heart again. I really hate myself for being so weak-hearted. The third time refers to what happened last month. That day, everything was fine with us. After eating, we also watched a movie together. When he got home, he started making those demands again. I said that I didn't want to. He asked if you don't love me anymore. I'm really exhausted. The more than 2 years that I spent with him, I feel like I'm becoming a mere tool in the process. What he wants isn't a girlfriend. It's someone who can satisfy all his strange ideas. He was particularly rude that night. I can't take it anymore. Kick him with your feet. Tell him to get out of here. He grabbed my hand and said to stop making noise. It will be done soon. That's soon. Another hour has passed. By the time I wake up, I found myself lying on the bathroom floor. He gave me a bath towel to use. I have already fallen asleep. I'm completely shaking right now. I want to stand up. It seems that I don't have enough strength in my legs at all. I crawled back to the bedroom. I picked up my phone and called my sister. My sister is the person I love the most. She is 5 years older than me. Since I was a child, she has always protected me. When the call was connected, I cried and said, "Sister, I heard again. I was in a taxi. Go to the city hospital." My sister didn't say anything at all. He only replied one sentence. "Wait for me to arrive soon." The hospital that day was still under that doctor's management. I was lying on the examination bed. My legs kept shaking. After the doctor has completed the examination, I went out and had a little chat with my sister. I don't remember what they said, but I saw that my sister's eyes were red when she came back. After the doctor left, my sister sits by my bedside. I haven't spoken for a long time. I took the first turn to speak. Sister, this time he completely ignored my feelings at all. I said no.
He insisted on trying it anyway.
I fainted once. When he woke up, he was still there. My sister's tears started to flow right away. He didn't scold me, and he didn't hit me either. It's just that my hands are shaking as I hold your hand. It took a long time. Only then did he speak, like a little deer. Do you know what the doctor said to me just now? He said that your body has become like She's already an old woman in her 60s or 70s. From now on, you can cough, sneeze, and run freely. Even jumping on the rope becomes difficult to control. I was stunned. He said that you are only 24 years old. But those damages are irreversible. Even if we manage to get them healthy this time, it's also impossible to fully recover completely. My sister is looking at me, word for word.
Tell me.
How does he do it? How does he have the power to ruin you like this? I cried too much to speak. That night, my sister stayed with me in the hospital all night. She said a lot of things to me. I've heard some of those suggestions. Some of them weren't really worth listening to at all. But there's one sentence. I remember it until now. If what he calls love is actually something that leads to, you kept going to the hospital over and over again, then that's not called love at all. This is considered a crime. I'm lying in a hospital bed, looking at the ceiling. I kept thinking this sentence in my mind over and over again. I suddenly thought of a question. If he really loves me, why, every time I feel extremely miserable? He kept going without stopping at all. Why does it happen every time I go to the hospital? He can transfer money faster than anyone else. It seems like money can solve everything. He doesn't love me. The person he loves is himself. What he really loves are those ideas of his.
His desires.
I'm just a tool. A tool that he uses as a means to bond with others under the guise of love. The next day, Jun came to the hospital. He was carrying a large bag of fruits with him. Still holding a bouquet of flowers. Went in with a smiling face. It seems like nothing happened at all. He placed the flowers beside my bed and asked me what to do. Honey, are you feeling better now? I didn't look at him. They didn't say anything either. He stepped closer, trying to take my hand. I retreated back into my place. He was stunned for a moment. Then he lowered his voice and said, "Don't do this. Your sister is here right now. Please give me some face." I watched him. Suddenly, I felt extremely disgusted. This man got me hospitalized 3 times. Please give me some respect now. I took a deep breath and said, "Let's break up." It really happened this time. The smile on his face froze in place. Then he squatted down. It's time to start that routine again. I was wrong, and I will correct it. I love your performance. I interrupted him. You should leave now. If you don't go now, then. I called the police right away. He stared at me for a while. Stand up and take away all the fruits and flowers. Not even a single word of apology was said. I'm currently staying at home to recover. It's been half a month since I last went out. My sister comes to see me every day after work. Prepare meals for me. Accompany me in talking. My mom still doesn't know about these things. I've talked to my sister about it already. I can't tell my mom about it. She won't be able to handle it. I'm lying in bed. Sometimes I do think about it. What if we broke up right after I first entered the hospital? Is it really not going to turn into this situation now? If I were to be brainwashed by him for the first time, I will be able to wake up at that time. Is it really just my body that matters? It won't be destroyed in such a manner. It's a pity that there is no if in the situation. I'm sharing these things with you. I don't want you to call me stupid. I know that I'm stupid. I was so stupid to think that he would change his mind. So stupid to think that money can make up for everything. So stupid to think that love means making unconditional compromises. I really want to let everyone who is in a relationship, or those girls who are ready to start dating, know. If a man always mentions something like this, some of the requirements that are unacceptable to you, it makes you suffer repeated injuries over and over again. Repeated visits to the hospital. That isn't love. It's a kind of illness. You cannot use your own body to treat his illnesses. The ones who truly love you, I wouldn't want to cause you any pain. It's even less likely to happen when you're in terrible pain. Still not stopping at all. I still don't know myself yet. Can it return to normal in the future? The doctor said that it will be necessary to monitor the patient's recovery progress. But it's very likely that things won't be the same as they used to be. I'm only 24 years old. I'm not married yet. Haven't had children yet. I don't know what I will do in the future. But one thing I'm sure of, I will no longer have any connection with that man. Because my life is much more valuable than his love. My wife is suffering from postpartum depression. It seems like living isn't interesting at all. A year later, I finally broke down. It's meaningless to keep living like this. This is the sentence that I heard the most this year. It comes from the mouth of my beloved woman. Every word seems like a knife blade. Each cut is made into my heart. I am 32 years old this year. An ordinary office worker. The father of a child who has just turned 1 year old. He is also a husband who is about to drive himself mad from constant stress and pressure of everyday life. We have been married for 3 years. Those who have good relationships can make everyone around them envious. She is gentle, loves to laugh, and enjoys cleanliness. The house is organized like a model apartment. I like to take me to the market on weekends. Please bring back a pot of stewed rib soup for me. Then they hid in the sofa and tried to steal the remote control from me. She's the kind of person who can. Women who make ordinary days bloom with charm. She got pregnant last year. The two of us hugged each other and cried together. My parents are very happy and always tell everyone that they are going to have a grandson. My father-in-law and mother-in-law also bring delicious food for me from time to time. Everything is wonderful. It's so beautiful, as if it weren't real at all. Until the day the child was born. Those who have experienced it know how terrifying it is. 𝓲𝓸𝓼𝓽𝓹 suffered pain for a total of 11 hours. It kept hurting from 3 a.m. until 2 p.m. Once the cervix reaches a degree of 7, it won't open anymore. Finally, the doctor said that an operation was necessary. Otherwise, both adults and children will be in danger. When she was pushed into the operating room. Hold my hand. The nail is deeply embedded in my flesh. Tears flow freely. Their lips were trembling. I waited outside the operating room for 40 minutes. Those 40 minutes were the longest 40 minutes of my life. The child was born first, weighing 7 pounds and 6 ounces. The boy's crying was particularly loud. My mother laughed with her child in her arms, unable to stop smiling. But I couldn't smile at all. 𝓲𝓸𝓼𝓽𝓹 hasn't come out yet. Another 20 minutes passed. The door to the operating room finally opened. When 𝓲𝓸𝓼𝓽𝓹 was pushed out, his face was as white as paper. The lips are completely chapped and damaged. It felt like my whole body was emptied of all its energy. His first words when he saw me. The sound was so soft that it was almost inaudible. My husband won't have any more children anymore. I started crying right then. I held him in my arms and said, "Good. After I stop having children, I will take good care of you both. I won't let you suffer this pain anymore in this lifetime." I thought that the most difficult stage was already past. I thought that after this, my life as a parent would be full of happiness. I was as naive as a fool. During the month-long recovery period, he began to change. At first, they just didn't like to talk at all. In the past, he was quite talkative. We can keep talking from morning until night without ever closing our eyes. But during that period, she didn't say more than 10 words to me in a single day. It's all, oh. Now I know how to do this. I thought she was too tired. Having children can actually damage one's vitality. I need to feed the baby again. It's time to change the diaper again. It doesn't matter who gets replaced. I'll ask my mother to come and help us. I hope she can sleep more and eat more. Cure up and get back to health. But she even didn't want to eat anymore. In the past, she really loved the braised pork ribs that my mother made. One can eat 2 bowls of rice in one meal. But during that period, my mom always finds creative ways to cook delicious meals for him. He said he was full after just 2 bites. Then I went back inside and lay down. The eyes were fixed straight on the ceiling. I don't even know what I'm thinking about. I started to feel scared. One night, I woke up in the middle of the night. No one is around, I see. I was so scared that I suddenly sat up, searching all over the house for him. Finally, I found it on the balcony. He stood by the window wearing a pajama. I stared blankly at the road downstairs. December is an extremely cold month. He just stood there, doing nothing. Immobilized. I rushed over and pulled him into the room. His hands were so cold that it was frightening to look at them. I asked him what was wrong. He doesn't speak at all. Tears began to flow down. After a long time, he said something in a low voice. It's really meaningless to just keep living like this. Can you imagine that feeling? The person you love most said this to you. At that moment, the blood in my body became cold. I held him in my arms, trying to soothe him desperately. It's still too early for the baby to be born. Can't live without Mom. Our family of 3 should get along well together. The days ahead will get better and better. She doesn't speak. Instead, she cries. I was tired from crying so much. She fell asleep in my arms. I didn't sleep that night. I just sat on the bed holding her in my arms. The whole of my mind is filled with that sentence. Living is really meaningless. Since then, my life has become a long journey. Endless nightmares. During the day, I work. It felt like a weight was hanging in my heart all the time. Messages need to be sent to him every half hour. If he doesn't reply, I will be worried. I really hope to get permission to go home right now. I always seem to be distracted during meetings at work. The leader talked to me and I took a long time to respond. A colleague asked me what happened to me. I could only smile and say that it's okay. Coming home from work, the moment the door opened, my heart began to beat faster. I don't know who will greet me in the future. A wife who is still quite normal. It's still a stranger who lies in bed without eating or drinking anything. The days at night are even more difficult. She started crying frequently in the middle of the night, without any warning. Sometimes I sleep very deeply. Suddenly, I heard a muffled cry coming from beside me. As soon as I opened my eyes, I saw her crouching under the blanket. My shoulders are tingling. The pillow became completely wet. I asked her what was wrong. Do I feel unwell anywhere? Do you miss your parents? Is it too exhausting to take care of children? She didn't say anything at all. It's just crying. After crying enough, they say those words again. It's meaningless to keep living like this. It's better to just leave now. Every time I hear this sentence, my heart feels like it's being held tightly by someone else. It hurts and makes me scared. I'm afraid that he might really lose his mind. I'm afraid that if I don't watch carefully, something might go wrong. I don't dare to sleep deeply anymore. He just turned around, and I was almost awakened by the movement. Let's see if he's still around. Is there any abnormality? In the first half of the year, I really put all my patience into it. I took her to see a doctor. Postpartum depression has been diagnosed. The doctor said that it's important to spend more time together and communicate more. Take medicine on time. I have remembered it all in my heart. I'm taking this more seriously than any other exam ever. She found the medicine too bitter. Don't want to eat. I broke the medicine into smaller pieces. Feed him one by one. I handed him some water, waiting for him to swallow it before I could be relieved. He didn't want to move at all. I will push the stroller and take him for a walk in the park. She didn't say anything. I said it myself. Let's talk about the times when we were in a relationship. I was really nervous when I went to her house for the first time. She cooked for me for the first time. She added too much salt to the dish. I drank 3 glasses of water. It was really salty. She sometimes laughs. That kind of laughter is really beautiful. It's like a ray of sunlight breaking through the dark clouds. I quickly seized that moment. I will try to say as much as possible. I hope he can laugh for a while longer. But that little bit of sunlight, it will disappear soon enough. In the blink of an eye, a year has passed. His condition is unpredictable at times. When I'm in a good mood, I'd like to say a few words to you. I can watch the baby smile too. It can go for a whole day when it's bad. Eat nothing, drink nothing, and just lie in bed crying. Repeating those same words over and over again. I'm tired. I'm really very tired. It's not that I don't love him anymore. I'm almost running out of things to keep me going. I didn't get a single full night of sleep this year. The child cries at night. I got up and started feeding the baby milk while changing the diaper. 𝓲𝓸𝓼𝓽𝓿 cried. I got up to comfort her and make her stay with me. Sometimes when the child cries, she also cries. I have to take care of both sides by myself. I would do anything to split myself in half. I haven't had a proper meal yet. The company's meal is pretty decent to eat. The food at home often gets cold before we even remember to eat it. When I have a stomach problem, I just take some medication to cope with it. The smile on my face is getting fewer and fewer every day. The eye bags are getting bigger and bigger. Hairs are falling off in clumps. A colleague asked me what happened to me lately. I can only say that taking care of the child is really exhausting. I don't want anyone to know about 𝓲𝓸𝓼's situation. I'm afraid that others will look at him with strange eyes. But I can't hold on anymore. He cried again last night. I lay in bed, listening to his cries. Looking at the ceiling, there's nothing in my heart at all. It's completely blank. I suddenly felt like getting angry. I want to sit up and ask him, what exactly do you want me to do? I did everything possible. I accompanied you to see the doctor. I'll give you the medicine. I take the children along to help with household chores. I won't argue with you. I'm not going to make you feel embarrassed. I've given you everything I have. Why can't you get better? Do you know how tired I am? Do you know that I'm also about to break down? But these words reached his mouth. Looking at her face, watching those eyes, red with tears. I can't say a single word anymore. I know she didn't do it on purpose. She is sick. But I'm also just a person, after all. I also get tired. I also might break down at times. I quietly got up and went to the balcony to smoke a cigarette. 2 a.m. The neighborhood is completely dark. Only a few street lights are on in the distance. I sat on the balcony. One cigarette after another. Tears kept flowing as I continued to cry. A man in his 30s sat on the balcony, crying. It feels embarrassing to say it out loud, but I can't control it. I remember 𝓲𝓸𝓼 from before. That person would ask me what I want to eat before I leave work. Then prepare a meal for me. I'm waiting for 𝓲𝓸𝓼 to come home. That person who always stays in bed on weekends. Hugging my neck and acting coquettishly, saying, let's sleep for another 5 minutes, 𝓲𝓸𝓼. The one who smiles with curved eyes. 𝓲𝓸𝓼, who can drive away all my troubles. I miss him. I miss him so much. I really hope he will come back. I know that I can't fail. I am his reliance. It's the child's father. But I'm really too tired. That kind of exhaustion that seeps out from between the bones. It's not something that can be recovered just by sleeping for a while. I just want to help more people. It's important to know that postpartum depression isn't a sign of being overly emotional or acting in a strange way. It's not that I think too much. It is a kind of disease. A disease that can drag a normal person into the abyss. It's not just a woman's nightmare. It's also a nightmare for the entire family. If there are mothers who have just given birth around you, please give them more understanding and patience. If you are the husband who is experiencing all this,